As a member of Black Justice Sacramento. The second hat I'm wearing is that I'm part of the People's Budget Sacramento. The third hat I'm wearing is that I'm with Public Health Advocates. And the fourth hat that I'm wearing is that I am also the chair of the city's Measure U Community Advisory Committee. And so I start today lifting up the fact that all of these groups have something in common, and it is that they have raised up many of the demands that the People's Budget is lifting up today in this event. And part of the reason for that is because we lead with our values. Our values are transparency. Our values are that we should be meeting our community's needs. Our values are that it's not time for the status quo. It's time for us to innovate, to meet people where they are, and to do something different so that we can have safety in our community. And so we join together really in disappointment that once again a proposed budget has prioritized traditional public safety over the needs of our community, that we are still addressing a global pandemic that has devastated the people in our region and throughout the world, and our response to that is to give more money to one of the entities that least needs it, at the cost of all of the many needs that our communities have that are not being met. And so we are coming together asking that the powers that be respond to these needs by presenting a budget. A budget is a reflection of their values, and we'd like that budget to match our values. And so we are asking for $15 million to be invested in participatory budgeting. This has been lifted up by the Measure U Community Advisory Committee on many instances over the last year and a half, stating that we need more money. Right now, there's only $1 million for this in the budget. We are lifting up the fact that we want more money to go to the Department of Community Response to the tune of $20 million, including $6.5 million for programmatic support to implement the citywide master plan for homelessness. We can't just put together master plans, we also have to fund their implementation. And it is important that we give more than lip service to the needs, the human rights of people to have their basic needs met, which include housing and safe shelter. We lift up the $15 million in youth services so that they can be community-based, trauma-informed, and not connected to law enforcement entities. We recognize that our young people have been devastated by the impact of this pandemic, including their mental health and their physical well-being. Everything about their lives has been disrupted, and we need to lean in to make sure that we are supporting our young people. And we also need to invest $20 million into emergency housing assistance through rental assistance and investment in green, affordable shelters. Again, housing is a basic human need. And so we lift all of these up, including $2 million in infrastructure to address public health needs. We have so many things in this region that we need to be focusing on, and so it is amazing to me that organizations that don't always agree on everything are able to come together and stand in solidarity to lift up some consistent needs as it relates to our city budget. And so we are urging our elected officials to join us to make it so that that chart on the right doesn't look so different from that chart on the left. Because the more that it looks different, the more we are failing people. There are real lives and real needs behind each and every one of those survey responses. They are important, they matter, and we are asking for budget justice now. Thank you.